guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be trying out some new makeup products which was kind of like a overdue. Also just give you guys like my mini reviews on how the products perform. Yeah, if you like my content then definitely go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more of such videos. And now without further ado, let's get started. Okay, the first product I use today is this Dot & Key Vitamin C plus E Sorbet Super Bright Moisturizer. Actually this was sent to me in PR like a while back, and I don't know, like I never showcased to you guys in front of camera, but look at that, I've already used so much of the product. I really like this vitamin E moisturizer very much. It just gives that nice hydration and also gives that smooth finish. You can use it both in the morning and nighttime skincare routine, but I just like to use it in the mornings. And also like before makeup you can totally use this because it has that slip which just like grips your foundation and gives a nice like what do you say, like that smoothing effect. I've been using this for a while now and I really like this one. So moving on to the next product I have with me is this NYB Liquid Foundation Dewy Drops. So this was actually one of the newest launch from NYB. I know NYB has launched like a couple of products. I have placed my order and I'm yet to receive it. So once I get that, I might do like a full face of trying out NYB makeup because their makeup just looks so promising and so good. So coming to this foundation, you guys, first and foremost, I did not like the packaging. It doesn't have a pump, and even the product in itself, it's a little thick, so it doesn't come out from this bottle that easily. So I got the shade Latte. It is just a tad bit light for me, like just an undertone light for me, but it works really well on my skin. And also coming to the finish, even though it says dewy foundation, it's not as dewy. It felt a little matte on my skin. And again, this works well even for oily skin type. It did give me good coverage and also it blended out pretty well. So yeah, again, I really like this one. So the next product I want to talk about is this Daily Life Forever 52 Wet and Dry Compact Powder. It came a little damaged. It is a little darker for me. It felt a little dry on my skin. Now I did not use a dewy primer or anything. That might also be why it was a little too drying on my skin. I wouldn't say it has like full coverage, but yeah, it has a pretty decent coverage. This compact powder, you guys, I prefer to use it on top of my foundation to give extra coverage. So for that it works well, but just by itself I just felt it was like an okay product. So for my primer today, I use this e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. Now previously in my video I tried the Poreless Putty Primer. Again, it has the same that wet feel. It also has some gold reflex, like gold shimmer particles. It more so performed like a strobe cream with some like pore filling aspect. Again, it looks nice and it just gave my skin that glow, but I still have to use it enough. Okay guys, so next moving on to concealers. I did try out these two concealers today. So the first one is this K-Beauty HD Liquid Concealer enriched with marula oil plus rosehip oil, and I got the shade 140Y medium. Again, I think they have around 13 shades in this range, which is a pretty good shade range. I applied K-Beauty on my left hand side, and I applied the Lakme Primer Plus Matte Liquid Concealer on my right hand side. So in the Lakme, I am in the shade Nude 20. So this is the K-Beauty's shade in 140Y, and this is the Lakme concealer in 20 medium. So as you all can see, there is not too much of a difference, but K-Beauty is a little more warmer. Blend out my concealer. I use this one, which is PAC 219. This particular brush just blended out the concealer so seamlessly, as you all can see. I am totally impressed with this. It didn't leave any brush strokes or any brush marks, and it's flat, but at the same time it's a little dense, so it fits perfectly to blend my concealer. So I absolutely love this brush. Now moving on to the concealers in itself. Again, as you all can see, once I blended out the concealers, there's not much difference between K-Beauty and Lakme. I can say that they both performed very, very similar. As you all can see, the finish is the same, the coverage is the same, and the way they blend, everything is so similar, you guys. There's not much of a difference. Both are pretty hydrating. They both are medium coverage concealers. Coming to the price point, you guys, I think the K-Beauty one is somewhere around 780 or 790 rupees, and the Lakme Primer Plus Matte Liquid Concealer cost rupees 450, so which is very affordable. And also from the packaging, you might feel like K-Beauty concealer has a lot of product compared to Lakme, but in Lakme you get 5.4 grams of product, and in K-Beauty you're only getting 3.8 grams of product. So both performed so similar, I couldn't even make out the difference, and I like both of them actually. And now to set this concealer in place, I use the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, and I have the shade Light. The powder is just so smooth and it's just so finely milled. It just blends into your skin so seamlessly, and it also did not dry out my under eyes. So I have dry skin, that is what I I look for. I hate powders that just like make my under eyes look very dry or crispy. I just don't like them. This is my second time using this product and I absolutely loved it very much. So next I use this Renee Tease Lip Plumper, and this is priced at rupees 550. This is a fairly new product in the market, and let me tell you, I applied this thinking that it's going to make my lips look a little plump, but I honestly didn't see any difference in my lips. Oh my god, it just smells so good, you guys. It has that vanilla cupcake scent. Honestly, I didn't notice any difference in the size of my lips. It did not make my lips plump or anything. Again, as a gloss, I think it looks pretty good. It's not that very juicy looking lip gloss or anything, but still it has given some shine and not too sticky or anything. It's very comfortable on the lips. Everything else is nice. So if you're looking for lip plumping gloss, I don't think it works, but just as a regular gloss, I think it's good. So moving on to my next concealer I tried out is this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish, and I have the shade medium peach. By the time I ordered, everything was out of stock, so I went with this medium peach thinking it's going to be a little light, but it's okay, I can manage. But this is extremely light on my skin, as you all can see, so please don't judge the shade. The shade is very, very light, and I really like the formula. It has medium to full coverage. So again, I use another e.l.f. This is called as Camo Concealer Sponge. I know it's hyped up by so many people, and I think it deserves all the hype because it's like butter underneath my eyes. It's the perfect sponge to blend your concealer. It is so smooth on my skin and I absolutely love it, except the fact that the shade is very light for me. Other than that, I think both of them worked amazing. I really like both of these. So for my eyeshadow, I use this one. This is the Forever Daily Life Forever 52 Professional Eyeshadow Palette, and you get 10 eyeshadow shades in here. The shades in here are super pigmented and they blend out really well. Again, this is the second time I'm using. I also used this palette the first time to do like a brown smoky eye, and that also performed so good. It also blended out really well. And today I first used this coral shade and in my crease. Then I used this pink shade, actually this like a coral pink to deepen my crease. And then I took this one, which is like a pinky brown caramel shade, something like that, and I just again swirled it everywhere to blend out further. Again, I just absolutely love this. The quality is incredible, and this was a little expensive. I think it was around 4,200 or something, but the quality is top notch. Okay guys, so the next product I used is this Pigment Play Glitter Palette. So you get a total of 28 shades in here, and I think I got it for around 1,200 or something. It contains pretty much every single shade in here. The only shade it doesn't have is a black shimmer. I wish that it contained a black shimmer. I first used this dark blue shade. Look at that, it's a cobalt blue shade, such a pretty color. Again, I just use it on the outer corners. On the centers I applied this light blue, and both the shades performed so good. Even though I tried to mix them together, I didn't have fallout at all, and it's also very comfortable on my eyelids. It doesn't feel chunky or anything. And if you're looking out for a good pressed glitter eyeshadow, then this is something that I would highly recommend. It performs so good. Okay, so moving on to another eyeshadow palette, I just want to talk about this Mars Mesmereyes eyeshadow palette, and this is in the shade I think 01. Yes, so this cost rupees 249. It was sent to me in PR by the brand. So they sent me some of the products which again I'm going to talk about today. So I did use this in one of my reels video. I was not that impressed about this this glitter eyeshadow. I think the Pigment Play one performed much better. Other than that, all the other shimmers and mattes performed exceptionally good. So moving on to my cheeks, I use these liquid blushers from Peripera. Actually, if you guys can see, the packaging is a little different to what they have. Now I'm going to do another video which will be coming up really soon. So in that video I'm going to be trying out all the Peripera like products. These ones actually I got them from while I was traveling in Malaysia or Singapore, I don't remember. This is called as Peripera Cloud Ink Velvet, and this in the shade number 3. So this is like a reddish coral shade. I just applied on the outer corners of my of my face, and I try to blend it out. So it's a really good one. Again, the formula is sort of like a whipped cream, so it's very nice. And the other one that I used is this Peripera Airy Ink Velvet. Again, this is like a very pretty like a peachy coral shade. I like the formula of this Airy Ink Velvet compared to the Cloud Ink Velvet. Okay, so I like this one because this one just feels so lightweight on the skin, and even when you're blending it out, it just feels like this soft cushiony effect. Both are pigmented, they both blend really well, but if you ask me, I would say go for the Airy Ink Velvet blush, and it is so good. I have another blush and highlighter palette from Elle. It's called as Bite Size Face Duo, and this is in the shade Spiced Apple. So you get a blush and a highlighter in here, and when I saw the blush I thought it's going to be very, very light for my skin, but it works. It did show up on my skin, and that's what matters. The shade is, yes, it's a little lighter for my complexion, but it still shows up on my skin. Look at that, it just looks so nice, and the formula is good. It just blends out really well. And moving on to highlighter, again, it's such a that bang on blingy highlighter, and this is not like my Kiro Beauty, that very smooth highlighter. It has like tiny shimmer specks there, but it still looks absolutely stunning. The shade is also very pretty. It's sort of like a peachy gold shade, and I absolutely love this palette, and it's only for rupees 400, so it's very inexpensive as well. Highly recommend. So, and then for my lips, I use this Sephora Rouge gel lip liner. This is in the shade 03 Rose Wine. So I got it a long time back. I never got the opportunity to use this or to try it out and to share my review. Again, this is a retractable pencil. The formula of this one is very like a creamy lipstick, so I'm still not sure if I like this or not, because with lip liners I prefer them to be a little rigid, so it stays on for a longer time. But overall, it is a good product. Again, I have two latest lip product launches from Mars Cosmetics. So the first one I have is this Mars Infinity lip palette. Again, this one was sent to me in PR by the brand. It is very creamy, it blends out really well, the pigmentation is good, and this is for rupees 299, and it's so inexpensive, and I think it's totally worth spending your money if you like such lip palettes and to customize and to play around. It is really good. And so this is called as Mars Matinee lipstick, and I have the shade Nude Flirt 07. It's like a screw lipstick, so you have to twist it to open, and this is how the lipstick looks like. The lip palette as a whole also costs rupees 299, and this lipstick, each lipstick also costs 299. I think the reason is being, the lipstick, this formula is much better. It's very creamy, and also it stays on your lips for a much longer time. It doesn't move, it doesn't budge, but I mean, you have to give it a minute or two for it to dry down completely and become like a non-transfer proof lipstick. So all in all, I really liked it. I think it's totally worth spending $2.99, because the formula is great, the lipstick is good. So that's that. Okay guys, the last product I used today is this e.l.f. Hydrating Coconut Mist. It says hydrates skin and refreshes makeup with hyaluronic acid and vitamin E. Oh, it just smells so good. If you guys love coconut scents, then you will absolutely love this product. So this is priced at rupees 950, but since I got it during buy one get one, I think I paid around 400 or 450. No, 400 rupees. No, 450, which is pretty good for this product. Again, it just makes my makeup last really well and melts all of my powders and just gives a nice beautiful finish onto my skin. I mean, to press it, it is little hard, but the spray comes out really well. I don't know if I'm making sense, but yeah. So yeah guys, that completes my mini reviews and all the products. And I was MIA for a few days because I was not keeping well, but from now on I'm going to be very consistent. If you like such affordable makeup reviews and makeup tutorials and stuff, then definitely go ahead and subscribe to my channel, hit on the notification bell. So yeah, I'll catch you all next time with another interesting one. Until then, you all know the drill. Keep slaying. Bye guys.